Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? We are headed to Irvington, Virginia. While we're there, we're going to anchor for a few days. We're going to see the town, and we're going to visit a local winery. For the past several months, we've been using our Eartec Ultralite headsets when anchoring and docking. Since we're going to be anchoring while we're in Irvington, we're going to show you how these headsets work for this process, and we're going to also provide our opinion at the end. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. We pass Stingray Point Light and enter into the Rappahannock River. Along the Rappahannock River is the Robert O. Norris Bridge, which was built in the 1950s. More importantly to us, the bridge has a 300-foot horizontal clearance and a 110-foot vertical clearance. Our catamaran has a mast height of 69 feet above the waterline, and although we have plenty of vertical clearance, it sure seems close as we pass beneath. To complicate matters, we've decided to cross under the bridge using only our sails. After several tacks, we finally position our boat to safely pass under the bridge. After safely arriving at Yopp's Cove, we drop our anchor.
Nope, I'm good with you. All right, you can start backing off now. Back up. Back up. Both reverse. Both reverse. You're still going forward. All right, good.
We are anchored at Yopp's Cove off of Carter's Creek. After determining that the anchor is set, we take the dinghy to the public boat ramp. Irvington is a town with a population of under 1,000. The town has several hotels, several restaurants, a winery, and a museum. We are headed to the Dog and Oyster Winery, which is a cute little winery just outside of Irvington. We were there about 2 years ago and really enjoyed their wines. So we're heading back because we're going to pick up some wine for our dinner tonight.
We stepped away for just a few minutes. Please call.
Okay, to call or give me the phone number.
You guys are at the bike rack.
2 dogs and an oyster.
I was going to say, we have the dogs, we just need the oysters.
You guys look good.
We do, they look pretty.
I feel like we should be in Texas. All the stars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Go, take us away.
There's the Steamboat Era Museum. Part of the Waterman's Way art project. This one is called Waiting Around.
Appropriate. I feel like I should have a bigger belly for the shoes.
Looks like a steamboat on it. This one over here has some ships. Oh, it's pretty. This is called Crabber's Paradise, and it's part of the Waterman's Way art contest here in Irvington, Virginia. We are in Irvington right now. We sailed here today with our 3 dogs, and we're currently anchored in Carter's Creek.
Yes, we came up from Deltaville, probably about 15 nautical miles.
Yes, and we got to go underneath a bridge, which was very exciting.
What was more exciting was we were under sail going under the bridge, which worked out really nicely.
Once we got here, we took a dinghy ride to the public landing, and we went up into the cute little town of Irvington.
Right?
And we also walked up to the Dog and Oyster Winery. We had been there about 2 years ago, and we had enjoyed it. So we went up there again to pick up a bottle of wine for our dinner tonight. It is a Chardonnay, and it is called Dog and Oyster White. So we hope to enjoy it tonight.
Leave it. Leave it. Mocha, you look like you're... Leave it.
He wants to take it out of your hand.
Leave it. Okay. Very cute. I get up to Anubis.
We enjoy a beautiful sunset on our last night at Irvington. We wake up early and take the dinghy out to visit the coves along Carter's Creek.
Anubis saw a bird. Going around protecting her territory.
Stay, Anubis. Anubis. We can't make the birds scared of you. You're gonna have to be quiet next time.
Yeah, that's good. And guess what? We lost the hook again. It's all right. Go that way, please. We're almost over it. Yeah. Yeah, it's up. Stay there. Okay, it's up. It's off the ground. Interesting. Huh. It wrapped the bridle around it. You should just be making sure that we're not getting in shallow water and stay exactly where that anchor is. Finally. How you doing? Good. Right answer.
We head out of Carter's Creek and into the Rappahannock River and prepare for another crossing under the Norris Bridge. Again, we're going to complicate matters by trying to sail this rather than using our motor. So we've been using these Eartec Ultralite headsets for several months now. What do you think of them?
I like them very much. The recommendation we received, they were spot on.
Yes, the earlier model was called marriage savers. Do you find that these two are marriage savers?
Definitely understand why. For those of us men that understand it's not what we say, it's the tone we use, this is perfect. It's always communication like this. The other party can hear. I don't hear very well unless she's speaking directly toward me, and I'm always asking her to turn around and speak toward me. She doesn't have to worry about that anymore, and then my feelings don't have to be dealt with either. So,
and we're really far. If I have to yell back and forth and you're
Yeah.
yelling back and forth, if there's wind, it's really hard to hear.
yeah. Yeah. And you don't have to look to see if the person's looking at you. It's just the communication's there. You can focus on all the other tasks at hand. And so it's worth a few $100s that we spent on these, and I would highly recommend
And they're
them.
extremely clear for headsets.
Yeah,
We can hear
there's no wind.
perfectly. So not only are they good for anchoring and docking, but we've also found them really useful in the Chesapeake for crab pots.
Yes. Crab pots are the bane of the Chesapeake for sailors, honestly. Some of the areas that you go through, the fields are
So
just
dense.
and it's usually in shallower areas, so you're also worrying about
Depth.
shoals and things like that. And when you're going through them, you're trying to make sure that those crab pot lines don't wrap around your props or your rudders. And in many cases with this vessel, we're going in between, one on the port and one on the starboard, and we're sliding through between
Just
them.
barely,
And then there's a
yes.
bunch in front of us we're still trying to get around. So
So
it
it's
is really nice.
It's really helpful to, in those cases, have somebody up in the front, somebody at the helm, and the person in front has a better view on
Right.
both sides, and
Right.
the person in the back. So it's really handy for that purpose.
It's been very nice. These have come in great use. The one downside that you need to remember with these is that the batteries need to really be charged before you use them.
Yes.
We've had one or two episodes where
We may have actually left them on, but
Yeah.
for some reason they weren't charged when we went to use them again.
Right.
After, we used them once for anchoring, and then we came back and we're trying to use them again for docking,
Right.
and it was the battery was dead.
right, and we appreciated the nickname again.
Yeah, the marriage savers, because they definitely are marriage savers for us.
Yeah.